Anybody that cares about cinema or music or any of these kinds of art forms becomes concerned about the quality of the presentation.
When you make movies, you dedicate yourself and go through such ridiculous hardships to get the very best experience for your audience. That's all you want to do, and to have that detail and to spend that time and money and then not have it be realized on the actual audience, which is to say that they see a beautiful picture and that they hear incredible sound as everybody works so hard to get, then what would the point have been to go to that trouble in the first place?
I mean, there'll always be a need for a quality control system in the cinematic experience. Because it is highly technical and there are so many variables, you really need to have a way that you can equate what is created on one end with what the viewer sees on the other and have them match up. THX came out of us wanting to build a real state-of-the-art post-production facility here at Skywalker Ranch, and we ended up developing new technologies and new specifications in order to really get the highest quality out of the presentation that we could manage. Well, eventually, after we built the theaters here at Skywalker, we started getting requests from the studios in Los Angeles to upgrade their mixing theaters and to use the same system there. And then we realized that we could actually push this out into the local theater and have the audience have the same quality that we were getting in our post-production facilities. The theater alignment program was dedicated to seeing to it that the quality of the theatrical experience was a good one, that all the specifications that were required in terms of the light level on the screen, the ambience of the room, the quality of the theater itself, and the quality of the prints, and the quality of the transfers from the master negative to the release prints were all consistent and of the highest quality. As VHS and home video and home theaters began to get more and more of a following, and especially Laserdiscs, we started getting requests from the filmmakers to monitor the quality on the transfers and the presentation of Laserdiscs and eventually VHS and DVD. And it's very important that those specifications be kept all the way through the process to the point where the viewer sees the film. So what you see in the theater and what you see in the home is the same thing that the filmmaker sees.
The THX digital mastering program is about both efficiency and quality, working with the studios and the directors to ensure the best possible product is produced from the post-production process right into the home.
The connection between the THX theater program and the consumer program is the translation of sound and all the excitement that is mixed for the cinema into the consumer home theater environment. And to maintain the excitement, the authority, and the emotion of the soundtrack in the home, the value of a THX system to a consumer today is that we try to take the guesswork out of putting together a home theater system. When you see our logo on consumer products, you'll know that these products are meant to work together. So you can choose any THX receiver, speaker system, DVD player, and you'll know that you'll get the best-in-class picture and sound quality in your home theater.
When we were creating Ultra 2 for the home, we took the best professional practices and then reinterpreted it so that a customer, if they wanted to listen to a film soundtrack, they would have one system. If they wanted to listen to music, it's the same system. You can work in the same room and listen to both types and get equal enjoyment from both.
People are very interested in quality, and I think that's always going to be a factor in the way people perceive the audiovisual art form. When we started THX many years ago, the whole idea of multimedia didn't exist. So it was pretty hard to imagine that we would end up there. But I did imagine that THX would go wherever there was audio and visual material being presented.
Technology progresses daily in our business. New techniques, new technologies, all help produce a better master. It also creates new challenges as well. THX helps maintain the balance between new technologies, but keeps the important intervention of the human eye.
I think the biggest change coming up is going to be digital cinema. There will be digital presentations, high-quality video projection, and along with that comes some questions about audio, how the audio is delivered and what the standards of the future will be. So I know that THX will be part of the push for making those standards as high as we can.
THX has a lot of experience in quality control in theaters and in working with theater relations, and I think there will be definitely a very strong place in the future for an organization that has that kind of expertise. No matter where you present audio-visual material, you need some kind of a quality control system, and I think THX is that system.